Today, I'll show you how to use tracking categories in Xero. Tracking categories are a powerful way to slice and dice your financial data without creating a huge, messy chart of accounts. For example, you can track income and expenses by city, department, project, or any other dimension that matters to your business. In this walkthrough, we'll set up a tracking category, add options to it, and then apply it to an invoice so it flows through to your reporting. Let's start in your browser. Go to Xero.com and log into your account as you normally would. Once you're in your Xero dashboard, look along the top menu for the Accounting tab. This is where most of your core financial settings live. Click on Accounting, and from the drop-down that appears, choose Accounting Settings. The Accounting Settings area controls things like your chart of accounts, tax rates, and in this case, tracking categories. On this page, find and click on Tracking Categories. If you don't see it right away, it's usually grouped with other advanced accounting tools, so just scan the page until you see that label. On the Tracking Categories screen, you'll see any categories you've already created. To set up a new one, click Add Tracking Category. Think of a tracking category as the overall label like city, region, department, or project. In the field for tracking category name, type the name that best describes what you want to track. In our example, we'll use city because we want to see sales and expenses broken down by city in our reports. Next, you'll enter the category options. These are the specific values that belong to that category. So if your tracking category is city, your options might be New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, and so on. Type each option into its own line or field, depending on how Xero presents it. Be as clear and consistent as possible here. Good naming will make your reports much easier to read later. You can always come back to add, edit, or archive options if your business changes. Once you've added the tracking category name and all the options you need for now, click Save. Xero will create that tracking structure in the background so you can start using it on your transactions. Now let's apply this new tracking category to an invoice. At the top left of your Xero screen, click on Sales. This will take you to your sales overview area. From here, click on Invoices. You'll see a list of your draft, awaiting approval, and paid invoices. Choose an invoice you want to tag with a tracking category and click on it to open. Scroll down to the Line Items section. On the items, you should now see a field or column related to your tracking category. In our example, that might be labeled City. Click on that City field for the line item you want to track. A drop-down will appear with the city options you created earlier. Select the appropriate city for that particular line item. If you have multiple lines going to different cities, you can choose a different option on each line, which gives you very detailed reporting later on. Once you've finished assigning the correct city values to your line items, review the invoice as usual. When everything looks good, click Approve and Email. This will both approve the invoice in Xero and send it to your customer, and the tracking data you just added will be stored and ready for your reports.